wanted to talk about a few things in this video. First off, I've caught myself sounding really negative lately about contest prep and bodybuilding in general, and part of that is just dim prep feels, I guess. It just wears on you, but that's not an excuse to be negative all the time. And I am passionate about bodybuilding. I'm absolutely passionate about it. I wouldn't track macros all year round if I weren't passionate about bodybuilding. During prep, and this happens to me every time, I think a lot of competitive bodybuilders can relate, but I know in the back of my mind that I want to be doing this, that I've forced myself to do this. No one else did it. So there's very good reason for it. I need to be as lean as possible to have my best shots at being my best self on stage. So that's what I'm doing. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is just kind of something that I've seen around recently. I've seen it a lot. I've seen videos on similar subjects many times, just whether or not bodybuilding is a sport. And there are some pretty good arguments that it's just pageantry. Obviously, you're not doing anything athletic on stage other than dancing and displaying your body the best that you can. But I will say that to be successful in bodybuilding takes a combination of genetics, hard work, and skill. And that is what it takes to be successful in any sport.
Okie dokie. Sorry about all the squat videos recently. I know it's been a little repetitive. This just seems to be the best backdrop for me to talk to you guys. It's a pretty intense day today. Worked up to 370 for 5 sets of 3, followed by a single with 385. Made it through. Didn't have any super serious grinders, but I did have a couple of misgrooves. I've been misgrooving more than what is normal for me recently. I think that's probably at least partly because my hip had bothered me for 6 weeks or so, and my squat form had kind of changed without me realizing it, just because I was compensating, and now I'm trying to get back into my normal squats. Hip's been feeling fine though, which is great news. Oh, and that donut from the beginning, this is from the Walmart bakery. I found their nutrition facts online. I think I used MyFitnessPal. That's usually what I use to look stuff up, even though that's not the app I usually use to track macros. I use My Macros Plus, which is a little more bodybuilder friendly, but doesn't have the database that MyFitnessPal has. Anyway, I found it by the gram on their website and then just weighed the donut I had, and it fit my macros at the end of the day nearly perfectly. It was awesome. So I just had that donut instead of trying to prepare anything else, and then I went to bed. And as I'm recording this, I've just finished my refeed day, which was 205 protein, 350 carbs, 50 fat. Tomorrow I will be back on normal day macros, and I'm dropping carbs a little this week, so it will be 210 protein, 225 carbs, 55 fat. So not really looking forward to those macros, but I'll live. I'll be fine. And I'll still manage to fit things like that donut into my day on occasion. That actually wasn't even a refeed day. That was Tuesday night, before the refeed. And typically, even on refeed days, I prefer foods with much higher volume. I think that donut had about 40 grams of carbs and 12 to 15 grams of fat. I'd much rather have like a bowl of oatmeal with a tablespoon of peanut butter or something, but in this case, it was just convenience that won me over, so I had the donut. This is my last single here. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and don't if you didn't. I'll talk to you next time.